All right, guys, welcome back. And I'm thrilled for this mini podcast. I'm joined by the lovely Divine Couture, who has, I'm excited to announce this officially. She's come and partnered with us at EXP at our commercial division. And so we're going to kind of take you through the story of her background, why she joined us at EXP after seeing the EXP commercial opportunity. And, we have a pretty entertaining story on how you and I got connected. We'll share that as well. But welcome, Divine. Welcome to officially announcing your EXP move over.
Thank you. I am so excited. So I appreciate that, David. And yes, we do have a very funny story of how we've connected. But yeah, I've been really excited about coming over to EXP and all of the wonderful things that's happened since then. So let's get caught up.
Yeah, let's do it. So, kind of walk us through, your story, right? Like, how did you get started in commercial leasing? Was that the first thing you started in? Did you start off with residential? Tell us about your story.
Yeah, well, I was fortunate enough to get started in commercial right away. So I don't have any experience with residential pretty much. I focus solely on commercial leasing of retail, industrial, and office materials, products, properties. And I was fortunate enough to get recruited to work for a firm that I worked with for 8 years called the Hawthorne Group. That's where I really honed my skills, learning commercial real estate, became a runner, got my license, and then really got serious with making a mark in the San Francisco Bay Area property of square footage, representing tenants and landlords. And it took a long time for me to get where I am today. And so, it was really interesting because a lot of agents come in as residential and realize, hey, I could actually do commercial, or I might be more interested in the commercial side. So, which is definitely an opportunity. But I never did that. I just went straight to commercial. So my experience is a little bit unique.
Of course. Well, that's good to hear. So you're with this Hawthorne group for how long?
For 8 years.
For 8 years.
Yeah, and they're a small boutique firm. They've been in the San Francisco industry for a long time. These guys are major players in the industry, and they come from families who are working in real estate. So it's a really unique mix, and they actually are a full service boutique. So they do acquisitions, leasing, 1031 exchanges, the whole gamut. And I was able to go up and work under these guys, and it allowed me the opportunity to work on all the segments like retail, office, and industrial, and they started feeding me the leasings. So I was like, oh, okay, great. Well, I'm really interested in this. So the Hawthorne Group has about 1 million square footage around the Bay Area, and they work with tons of landlords in San Francisco that have been there for a long time. So I really cut my teeth on the nitty gritty of commercial real estate. Like, I got my knowledge out of the mud because these guys, they're like, hey, you got to sink or swim because we don't have women in this office and there's not really women in this industry. So if you want to play with the big boys, then, you got to put on your big girl shoes. And so that's what I did. And so I'm really thankful for those guys giving me an opportunity and helping me provide a platform. And when I left and I came to EXP, they were so excited for me because they didn't offer... they didn't offer the opportunities that EXP has, with the equity program for one, and then just kind of the whole community and having all the new technology. Great group of guys, but they're old school San Francisco real estate, Bay Area commercial real estate. So yeah, they were really excited about it.
Okay, that's good to hear. I mean, it's good that they didn't have, there was no bridges that were burnt in your transition.
Right. So that was important. They were sad to see me go. Believe me, there was some tension, because I am a woman, I'm a person of color, and I've really made a great platform and doing stuff for myself. And plus, they're sad to see that that commission go, right?
You probably brought all their life to their office, huh?
Yeah, I did. And I made money, and so hence they made money. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So just to kind of that's great. I mean, how you and I kind of got connected was, I had made I was making content for EXP, and I happened to make out a EXP commercial division, kind of, slideshow presentation. And, you had commented on it.
Right.
Right. And, just, shot in the dark. I had reached out to you on Instagram and said, hey, I noticed that you, commented on my YouTube channel about EXP commercial. Tell me about your thoughts on that when I kind of reached out to you about, the opportunity and, kind of wanting to give you more information about. Tell me your thoughts on that.
Right. Well, I had been wanting to get into a new firm, okay? And I had been diligently researching. And I actually had a couple of people out of the blue connect with me on LinkedIn and started trying to talk to me about EXP. And they were in residential, and I was asking them these questions about leasing and stuff. And they're like, well, I don't really know what it is. And I was just like, don't waste my time. You're bothering me, And so once I really started to be serious about making a move to leave my old firm and to find a really great home and location, I was doing a lot of research and came across your video on YouTube. So I was like, hey, okay, this is a pretty great thing. He's interested. He's showing me about the commercial side. So my question was, what was the commission splits or something like that? It didn't say, hi, how are you? Anything, just dropped a question in there and moved on. A couple days later, David's in my DMs, is like, hey, remember you made this comment on YouTube? And I thought, brilliant, because there's nothing more important in relationships and business than follow-up, right? Mm-hmm. So I really admired that. And I really was like, wow, okay, great. Well, not only did you say, I can get your question answered, but you said, I'm going to take you to the top of the food chain so you can get the direct information you need. Because my big thing was I didn't want to be sold. I don't need anybody to sell me on something. I can get the information and make an educated decision what's best for me, right? The only time I want to be sold is when I'm at Neiman Marcus and Nordstrom's, right? Not when it comes to my business. And you didn't have that approach with me. I think within a few days you had set up the chat with James, right? The president of EXP Commercial.
Yeah. So I remember that, like it was yesterday, I reached out, you had a couple questions, and I was like, absolutely not trying to sell you at all. Just want to see, get you to see the opportunity. So I had, set us up on a call with James Hung, which is the president of the EXP commercial division. And then, that call was, amazing. It was mind blowing. I believe it answered all your questions and even more. Right. And so, I'm sure you were doing your due diligence on EXP and researching the company. What was it about EXP, that kind of, made that light bulb, kind of flicker on, like, yep, this is the future.
Okay, so let me give you a little bit of background, something that you don't know about before that call.
Okay.
I really didn't sleep that night. I was so excited about our call. And me, I've been in commercial estate for 8 years. I'm not saying I'm jaded, but I've been there. I've been there and done that, right? Yeah. But there's something about this was really positively anticipating for me. And when we got the call, I got all the information I needed, but more, because what I got to do was, speak to the person who had all the straight facts. I was speaking to James. And by the way, James is awesome. He's such an enthusiastic type guy. He's very positive. He's very, the glass is half full. The glass is going to be over full. And that's me too. And so I really resonated with him, and for you too, but I really resonated with James in that positivity in commercial real estate, because it's really not there. And his really, excited attitude and the way he was verbalizing, the idea that he had behind it, I bought into the EXP idea, because when he was talking to me, it became clear of all of the things that I really want to do with my destiny and how I want to be viewed and what my legacy is in commercial real estate. And I'm building one, very serious about it. And I realized EXP was the perfect vessel for me to get my ship sold in the direction that I need to get it sold. And it was an amazing, and once again, he didn't sell me, and I told him I don't want to be sold. And he was just like, hey, this is something that I'm really excited about it. I'm sharing it. And now I can understand why people are saying, oh, EXP is fantastic. It's a community. There's so much opportunities, because it truly is. And that's been personified through every step of the way. Every step of the way. I talked to James, David, remember I talked to James. I think it was maybe 12 o'clock. I had decided that I'm going to do that within, my phone pretty much knew that I was leaving, but within an hour talking to James, I got my license switched over. I took care of the paperwork and I was on board within a couple of days. And James knew I was in the middle of a deal. I was bringing some things, and I told him specifically, hey, this is how I want to do it. And he's like, that's the way it's going to be done. And he set the footsteps on the path in the river for me to be able to cross over to get into EXP, leave my old agency in a great feeling of warmth. I got on the phone with my broker and I'm like, I want to change. He handled that right away. And when the email came through and all that, he handled it and it was there. I had my brokers, I was under my license and I could go on. And it was smooth as butter. And I really appreciate that because I don't like fussy stuff. Yeah. James made it happen. You made it happen. And now I'm here.
Awesome. Well, we're happy that you're here. And I remember that you said, look, if I join, I have a deal that I need to get done by Monday. It was Friday. And we got you on board, I believe, within 48 hours. Is that right?
It wasn't quicker. Yes, it's much quicker than 48 hours.
I was going to say 24.
I'm not saying that's going to happen to everyone because, but yeah, but it was an amazing thing and they understood. And so, I'm just thankful. And EXP is a great decision. There's a lot of fantastic support within our community. It's really fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got a lot of things going on yourself as far as, because you primarily focus on commercial leasing, right? You've got your own, commercial leasing program available as well. So now you can go off and teach other, agents who want to get inside the commercial leasing space exactly what you're doing so they can, model your success and model exactly what you're doing to get inside that space, right?
Absolutely. It's just, for me, I feel like it's a wonderful opportunity for residential realtors and people who are in different aspects of real estate to have an opportunity to learn commercial leasing. And it's something that's it's a closed industry. You kind of have to know someone to get into it. And it takes a while to learn. But I'm so passionate about helping realtors understand, like, hey, there's another opportunity where you can produce an extra stream of income using the license that you already have, using your sphere of influence. Especially right now because residential is so hot. It's kind of like a bottleneck for some agents, right? Because they can't get the deals through. And it's an exciting thing, commercial real estate. There's a lot of differences in it, and it is a whole new same animal, different beast, right? Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm very passionate about that. And if there's anyone who's listening to this that wants to learn more about commercial real estate leasing, then follow me at Learn Commercial Real Estate. I've got tons of free information, and I'm just always sharing about it because I'm obsessed with buildings. I'm obsessed with commercial leasing and being successful, best practices, being the best that I can be in that space and constantly getting better. That's my jam. Yeah.
And what better, you said it best, what better model, platform, vessel to help you grow with your, not only pour into other commercial agents, but to help, grow your business. And, EXP has a lot of benefits and tools that not a lot of brokerages are offering at this time. You and I have been on a couple of calls with the other commercial real estate agents, and their splits are very taxing. They're not getting a lot of their commission at the end of the day. So EXP commercial splits, is that's one of the enticing factors of making the switch over, right? Not only that, but like you said, the stock program, the opportunity to possibly potentially build some passive income, a revenue stream that probably no other brokerage would offer you. I don't know if the Hawthorne Group is out offering that for you, but I think that's why one of many reasons why a lot of commercial agents are moving over to the platform. Would you agree?
100%. But let me break that down a little bit more because I have the inside. We're talking about the commission splits first of all. And the commission splits are a very vital part of the industry. And David, I'll be honest with you. I was brainwashed and I was thinking, hey, this commission split is okay because I know I'm going to make more money. I know I'm going to make more deals. I'm tenacious. I've got, a great pipeline. I'm fantastic with the lead generation. So that split is okay. I can get it. But then I started researching, understanding what EXP offers. The 20-80 split is what happens in commercial. So there's a 20-80 split. And after you cap up to $20,000 in commissions, then guess what? EXP gives you that $20,000 back in stocks. Mm-hmm. How amazing. What agency is going to do that? What firm is going to do that? They're not. And it's really vital over a long term. But let's go back. After that 20,000, you cap out. So you're at 100%.
Yep. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, that is phenomenal. That is a phenomenal aspect of EXP and able to create generational wealth for yourself, for your family. Mm-hmm. Yep. So that means when you're closing deals, you could be reinvesting that into property, right, for yourself. And then you become the landlord and then you're on a whole nother ball game. But then having the equity opportunity too to receive that finance back on the money that you already made, right now, learning about the stock market is kind of trendy, right? But how many people are not investing in stocks, not taking advantage of that? EXP takes that headache away from you. You don't even have to think about it.
Yeah, you don't have to think about it. Yep.
And I remember you were telling me that you wish you had joined that equity program a little bit sooner too, right?
Correct. So I'm 18 months at EXP. I didn't join until maybe 6 to 8 months ago. And my stock could have been, probably 6 figures.
See? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's an opportunity for that too. But one of the really great things I think that EXP has is us as commercial agents, sometimes we like to have somewhere to go work. And EXP has a relationship with Regus, and we can go use their lounges, or the amenities that they have, and they're in every major pretty much city or town. And with me, I travel a lot. I'm between San Francisco and Houston. Both of those are my markets. I'm trying to expand my market share. David knows this. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to be the queen of commercial leasing. In about 15 to 20 to 30 years, when people think about commercial leasing, I want them to think about DK by the Bay. So in doing so, I'm able to go and find different offices where I can work out of. Right. And in Houston, San Francisco, it's large. I might feel like going to one office one day, or if I have showings or tours by one of my other listings, I can do that. So it's very convenient. And with the amount of support, anytime you have a question, it's there. They have SkySlope, which is a fantastic transaction management system. It's so smooth. It's so smooth. It's wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Reonomy, we've got Reonomy, and that's great. And Reonomy has lease comps. I specialize in leasing, right? So the Reonomy is fantastic for me.
Yeah. So I know that the president, James Hung, said that EXP will be having a some sort of contract with CoStar.
Yes.
So just heads up for any EXP or commercial agent, commercial brokerage, watching. EXP will soon have a contract with CoStar coming soon. They do have one Reonomy at this point.
Right. And Brevitas and Build Out. But see, this is a deal with CoStar, because I know this is a bottleneck for a lot of commercial agents and brokers.
Yep.
Having CoStar and not having CoStar is not going to prevent you from getting a deal. So, for example, I am specializing leasing tenant representation and landlord representation. When I want to go find spaces for my tenants, I have LoopNet, I have Crexi, I can do Commercial Edge, there's Brevitas. There's other opportunities that we need to seek, and we need to get out of the CoStar bubble. Okay,
it's just a matter of being resourceful.
And that's all it is. Believe me, CoStar, it's we need it. I get it. CoStar is necessary, but it's not going to prevent you from doing a deal. It's not going to prevent you from getting a deal done. And and that's on CoStar. keep getting themselves together, because I have a love-hate relationship with them, like most brokers. But we love you, CoStar. Let's get it together. Yeah. And they should appreciate what EXP is doing, because we're going to be bringing in so many agents.
Oh, yeah.
And we're really going to be changing the game.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that you brought up that you're taking over 2 markets too, because with EXP, there's only 1 cap, right? So now you can practice real estate in San Francisco and Houston, but only paying to 1 cap, right?
Right.
If you wanted to get licensed in another state, another brokers, they may have you hang your license at their broker. So now you're paying 2 separate caps. With EXP's 1 cap. And I love the flexibility that EXP offers for us as far as having mobile offices.
Right. And guess what? Not only with the 2 different the 2 different areas and having 1 cap, but guess what? I still get the benefit of having all of the amenities that EXP offers in both areas. So, you know, I'm in Texas, and we've got Caravan and Dan and, you know, Jeff. We've got some amazing guys in woman and in Houston and Texas and Dallas. And then, you know, we've got some great people in San Francisco, you know, Jeremy and Jeff and Miles and all those people that I'm working with. And it's the best of both worlds, right? And EXP is an opportunity for you to really expand your market share and take over if you want. Yeah, I mean, it's phenomenal.
And expand your network too, because once you come over here, now you're in alignment with a lot of other top commercial brokerages as well. And they're more than happy to pour into you and answer any questions that you may have. And that's the beauty of EXP, is now we're in alignment. You know, anytime you need a question or need help from me, Divine, I'm always going to be there. And the same for anybody who comes and partners with you at EXP. Anytime they need you, you're going to be there for them. So that's the beauty of EXP. We're not holding our cards close to our chest. And, you know, we call it, you know, we're grabbing our sticks together and making one big fire. That's the EXP way.
It really is. And I've been an EXP since, I believe, early mid-February, and I've already been contacted by so many, at least 25 residential realtors who have commercial opportunities, and I've been spending time with them on the phone. I give them my phone number, they can call me, I get on the system on the MLS with them and help them. I'm helping a couple of people who are in LOIs and going to leases. So I mean, it's been amazing that the people that want to do it. But yeah, I'm new here, but I'm here helping people and spending time. And that really is what EXP is about. It's amazing. You can type something into Workplace, and I see it happen all the time. These new agents are coming in. Oh, where is this form? What happens with this? And there's someone like Jenny on the spot answering it straight away. Yeah.
EXP Workplace is a fantastic resource for all of us.
You'll never be alone.
Not at
You'll never be alone. No.
That's great. So you've actually been with EXP for, it's been 2 months now, 2-3 months.
Yes, it has been 2 months.
And let's keep it real in this video. Is there any negatives that maybe you didn't see coming?
Well, we've talked about this before. It was the implementing of the systems at the Hawthorne Group. I mean, we barely even had a CRM. We had everything in an Excel file. I had my own personal CRM, but we didn't have Build Out. We didn't have SkySlope. We didn't have anything like that. I mean, very old school. So coming in with all the technology and understanding how to implement my processes with the processes that were already in place at EXP, you know, to sort of elevate our game, right? It was super frustrating. That was like the most frustrating part. I couldn't figure things out. Now I've spent so much time, and I was in the middle of a deal, and that's why I was really stressed out too, because I was like, I gotta get this stuff done. But now I feel like it's a wonderful opportunity to have SkySlope and know exactly where your transactions are, and have DigiSign, which is, you know, EXP's version of DocuSign. And I'm just, you know, shooting things out and putting things together, and it's really great. But the first part with the transitioning was really difficult. And it was because I did not allow myself time to actually digest all of the processes, because I needed to finish things really fast. So that would be the only thing. You know, the most thing that I love the most is like the EXP world, going in there. It's awesome. Like sometimes, well, I don't have a lot of time, but sometimes if I'm finishing up, with the training or just seeing what's going on, I like to go to the beach and get on the boat. And, that's kind of like my 5 minutes of rejuvenation time. But
Yeah.
have you been?
Yeah, I've been there numerous times. I mean, I love the world and the training that they offer, and it's new. It's EXP's cloud-based brokerage, and there's just a lot of great resources and tools in the EXP world.
Yeah.
A lot of keynote speakers speaking in the auditorium weekly, which is fantastic for agents wanting to learn from other power players in the business.
Yes.
So what's next for you, Divine? Where do you see yourself going with EXP and the platform, and kind of moving forward from here?
Well, I'm going to be focusing mainly on landlords listings of 5,000 square feet and above. I represent a lot of landlords now, and I'm still going to be working with them. But my point is to train other agents to handle those 3,000, 4,000 square feet and below, right? And I can help guide them to understand the processes and the best practices and the due diligence that it takes to have a leasing transaction completed and then get paid, right? So that's my ideal. I'd like to start building out a team of my own for that help. And I'd like the team to be national, right? I'm also really big in the commercial cannabis space. So I'll be on the leading edge of that when it gets legalized here in Houston. I do a lot of consulting with different cannabis companies who are looking to lease industrial, retail dispensaries, or either distribution and administrative offices. So I'm really just looking to be able to expand my market share, expand my reach, expand my legacy, and then help people understand how to do the leasing and have them have a constant flow of lead generation through me. So that's my goal.
That's exciting, and I know for a fact, for you, that it's going to happen. Just with your personality and your hustle. I know for a fact it's going to happen. I know, we were talking to another commercial leasing agent, and who's looking to come partner with us as well. And I heard the conversation you and him had. You were just constantly pouring into him, and you were giving him words of encouragement and just telling him that he can do it and that you'll be there for him. And that's how I knew that for a fact that you're going to be so successful here. And I'm just excited to see your growth.
Thank you.
I'm just excited to see your growth moving forward.
I love helping other people. I love seeing people win. My natural space as a human being is one of an encourager, and I have a trademark. I am the national encourager. So that's one thing in the future. I'm going to be building that business up. But one of the great things that I can do is I can offer a word of encouragement, a positive path in like amidst of negative fog. So that's something that I'm really big on, encouraging others, letting them know we can do it, because whether it's commercial real estate or real estate, this is a tough industry. Oh yeah. This is a very tough industry, but you can do it. You can do it. You got to work at it, do your due diligence, stay positive. But in commercial real estate, positivity is everything. And, in EXP, I have, like I said, several people, 3 people that are going to be closing some deals, hopefully here soon. And the main thing that I keep doing to them is encouraging them to keep going. And by me doing that, they're going to be able to encourage other people. They'll be nicer to people, and it's like a ripple effect, right? Everybody wins
here. Just like Zig Ziglar says, you can have everything you want in life if you just helping other people get what they want, right?
I love Zig.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he is. Yes.
Well, Divine, thank you so much for coming on here and, sharing and announcing your EXP move. I'm excited for your growth and your future. Where can people find you and reach out to you to learn more about EXP commercial, commercial leasing? Where can people, find you?
Awesome. Well, I've got a number right here on the back. They can text 510-900-4945. Text the word EXP. So it's 510-900-4945. So you can text the word EXP to me, and I'll know how I can contact you and get information. but also you can find me at DK by the Bay. So if on Instagram, I'm at DK by the Bay, or Learn Commercial Real Estate if you're interested in learning commercial real estate on Instagram or Facebook. But more importantly, shoot a pigeon in the sky, put a bat signal in the air, okay? And Superwoman will be right there to know that you need my help. But no, connect with me. I'm easy to get a hold of. And if I'm not available, I'll make some time. You know, I'm a real person. I like to connect with people. So yeah.
Awesome. Don't forget, guys, on Instagram is DK by the Bay. Look her up on YouTube. She's awesome on YouTube. Divine Couture. And also don't forget to text the word EXP to 510-949-45 to reach out to her.
Got it.
About commercial real estate. So I'm happy to bring you back on in another 6 months, 1 year, to kind of see exactly where you're at and do some testimonies, kind of see exactly how your growth has been. And I'm excited for you here at the company. Let's do it, darling. Well, I appreciate everything, David, and I hope the best is yet to come for you always. Thank you, Divine. I appreciate that. Well, I hope this was of value to everybody watching. If please reach out to Divine if you're learning more about EXP commercial leasing. She's the girl. Reach out to her. What's your direct cell, just in case if they need to get a hold of you? Yeah, I'm at 510-600-9068. So 510-600-9068. Perfect. We'll drop that in the comments below too. Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you.